Greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I've recorded this video at least 8 different times. I recorded one version of it up to 25 minutes and then realized that even though I was saying what I wanted to say, I wasn't really getting the point across. The reason for this video is actually I talked to one of my best friends in the world today. A person that means, God, their friendship means a lot to me. We are two different people, two completely opposite people. We have really nothing in common except for the fact that we love cryptid research. We love paranormal. We're both dads. We both live on the East Coast, but we live very far apart. I value his friendship. His name's Dark Waters. And today we talked for a while about a couple different things. And I vented to him. And then after venting, I went for a ride with my daughter out on an old fire road just to get out of my house, get out of my studio. And I thought a lot about the YouTube community and a lot about the cryptid community, and this all started with 2 videos. 2 videos being made and 2 egos, I guess, being hurt. Now, I have literally been covering cases that are unknown animal attacks. That's what I have. The file in my filing cabinet is listed that way. I think one of my first videos ever made was Corey Godsey back in February 20th of 2020 to 2020. And the reason why I bring that up is because there had been a couple different things that were brought up about me, and how I had copied someone, and I was like, I can prove to the world that I made these videos well before this person was even a channel. And just to show you that I'm not lying, And once again, this is literally the 9th time I've tried to make this video, and I'm bound and determined to make it the proper way this time. So on February 20th, 2020, Dogman, news covering death of a teen. Right after that, the next day, Dogman charges lone motorist. And on the 23rd, Dogman, the most covered up attacks by the news. Why I showed you that and why I'm going to bring the next thing up is to show you something. I'm humbling myself right now. Then another subscriber, or not subscriber of my channel, but another channel, came over and said that I'm begging for money. When I say, as you know, this channel relies on Patreon, PayPal, and my merch. Apparently, that is considered begging. It's merely a suggestion. But when these two comments were thrown at me, my ego got upside down. And I'm really trying to humble myself right now. So here goes. I don't make these videos for me. I started this channel when I got sick. And I realized that after maybe the 10th video that I started doing about Dogman and any kind of cryptid encounters, that I was, for some reason, helping people. I have a platform. So I continued because I love it. I love researching. I love making videos. I love you guys. I love all of you. Even the haters that hate me. But the thing that hurts our community the most is what I just showed you. Not that, but my ego. Our egos. YouTubers who make videos about this. Researchers who write books. Researchers who go on podcasts. Researchers who start groups. Researchers who are on Facebook. Our egos are important to us. And when someone says something negative about us, we get real fragile. That's not the important thing. That's the least important thing. The most important thing is why we're making these videos. And that's the truth. We want the truth. So we all want the truth. My channel, someone else's channel, this person's Facebook page, this author, this guy who started this group. We all want the same thing. You guys. But then there's all this inner feuding. The world out there looks at all of us like we're crazy. We're a small percentage of the population. to be honest. We are very small percentage. But the important thing is we know the truth. We know that there's unnamed animal attacks. Well, that's what I call them in my filing cabinet. But there are people getting attacked by unknown creatures. There are people disappearing. There are people seeing Bigfoot, werewolves, dogmen, reptilians, aliens, ghosts, this, and that. I've made videos in my home where I have caught a stick figure with my SLS camera. Those are what's important. Things like that is what is important. So we can prove to the world, prove that these things exist. That we're not crazy. And then have the government or the powers that be, because to be honest, it's someone above the government that's running the show, and we all know it. We want them to admit to us that they've lied and these things exist out there. Just like Claudia Ackley suing the state of California, not for money, but she sued the state of California to get them to admit that there's Bigfoot in the woods of California. We all know that. The outside world doesn't. They think we're crazy when we say that. And the government, well, and the powers that be just look at us and smirk and say, no, there's not. My ego, I'm going to speak for me because I can't speak for other people. My ego was hurt the other day when I was questioned and saying that I was copying someone. I knew that I had made these videos 2 years and 2 months ago. I know that I'm not begging for money. Begging for money is groveling. I'm merely giving a suggestion. If you don't donate to the channel, who cares? It's great. It does help. I mean, I've gotten equipment that I might not ever be able to get to provide better entertainment and information for you. Like my SLS camera. I'm sure half of the people that watched it loved that video. Me going through my house and finding a stick figure or scaring myself when I'm in one part of my living room and I turn and I look through the second part of the living room, and at that same time I said, I feel like there's someone behind me, and I turn and there's a stick figure, and you can literally hear me like just start to kind of fall apart a little bit because I wasn't expecting that. But then the truth is the most important thing. And if we all worked together, here's something that Dark Waters said to me. He said, Jeff, you're crossing lines, dude. You're crossing lines that you might get hurt. Things might come back at you. And I said to him, It all started when you contacted the sheriff's department after Donald Ducky Allen out of Jackson, Florida, came up torn apart. That's when I started to, contact the police department, I've contacted coroner's offices before and given my name. Crossing those lines is what's going to get us the truth. Will crap come back at you or me or anyone else who does? Yeah. But you know what? If the community, the whole crypto community, worked as a whole, all the researchers, all the people involved, if we all worked as a whole, as one unit, then the flack wouldn't be that great. One person is weak. Two people is stronger. But the community is the strongest. I really needed to talk to Dark Waters today because he made me realize that what I just said right here is what matters. The truth. Not who covered it first. Not who covered it better. But the important thing is that we are covering the truth. And the more people hear the truth, the better everything will be. Not better, but the more likely of a chance we may get to the truth if we're a team. We don't even have to like each other, really. We just have to work as a machine, kind of. Who cares about this and who cares about that? The inner fighting and the ego needs to go away. Because like I said, the outside world is coming into our community, labeling us as crazies. And then there's inner fighting in the community because of egos. I'm putting my ego in check. And I apologize if I offended anyone. That's not what I wanted to do. The only thing that matters to me is the truth. Like with the video that everyone's saying is fake. That's why I put a Freedom of Information request out to get the truth on that. And when that comes back and they say it's fake, I'll take the video down and let you guys know. That's putting my ego away and aside. Because if I got that Freedom of Information Act paperwork and it said it was a fake, I could do one of two things. I could say they lied about this on the Freedom of Information Act. Or, well, wow, I didn't think about that. Would they lie on the Freedom of Information Act paperwork? I don't know. I could be wrong. I never really 100% said this is a true video. What I said is it kind of proves something if it is real. If I offended anybody ever since I started this channel, I apologize right now. The only thing that really matters is getting to the truth, is putting in those long hours of research, being so tired sometimes you can't even keep your eyes open, having to drink 6, 7, 8 cups of coffee just to go through and read another page. So, with that, I'm going to reach out to everyone in the community, all the creators, whether you're a YouTube researcher, or you're just a researcher, or you're an author, or you started a group, or you have a Facebook page. And I'm going to say, my ego is done. Let's get to the truth. We all have egos. It's human. It's human nature. But we can't let our egos get in the way of getting to the truth. So I apologize to everyone if I offended anyone or whatever, but the important thing for me right now is that I continue to cross those lines and continue to push buttons and get the truth for everyone. But more important, get the truth for the families that have lost sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, husbands, wives, sisters, brothers. And then have a platform so someone who had an encounter is afraid to share it with the people out there can come on and share it here. That's another thing. That when we have people come on and share their encounters, that's their safe spot. That's where they should feel safe. And with inner fighting and stuff like that in the community, that doesn't project well. So that's it, guys. Everyone be safe. Happy hunting for the truth. And thank you.